East of Interstate 35 and just north of Lady Bird Lake is a 16-story brick building where affordable housing has been available for low-income seniors for over 45 years. At the request of President Lyndon Baines Johnson, the Austin Geriatric Center was formed to build the Rebekah Baines Johnson Center to serve some of the most vulnerable citizens in Austin, Texas. Right now, Austin is in need of more affordable housing, and at the same time, Austin is experiencing the so-called silver tsunami, an increasing population of older citizens. To address both issues, the Board of AGC is working on a project that will best utilize our resources to continue meeting the housing needs of low-income seniors at RBJ and in our community.
Hi, I'm Clark Heydrich. I'm a member of the board of Austin Geriatric Center, which is the entity that owns the Rebekah Baines Johnson Tower. We're standing in the lobby of the RBJ Tower right now, and there may be some people who come and go who are residents here who we love. I've served on the board for 26 years, and I've served as chair for the last 12. I love this place. I was invited to join the board by a man named Art Dilley, who is a hero to many of us. Art was actually one of the founding members of the board of RBJ back in 1973, and remember standing just about at this spot when ground was being broken and talking to President Lyndon Johnson about what this place might become. And he remembers President Johnson grabbing his lapels and saying, "Art, my mother's name is going to be on this facility, and it needs to be first rate. It needs to take good care of the older, poorer people who are going to live here." And Art did just that. It's been a great project. And one of the many things that's made it great is the wonderful people who have been the residents of this facility for so long. You'll meet many of them on this video, and you'll be moved by them, just as I have been. They may not be wealthy in terms of money, but they are rich in spirit and experience and in compassion for each other. And they have formed a wonderful community here in the RBJ that all of us are very proud to be associated with.
My name is Jo Staten. I'm a resident here at RBJ. I live in apartment 1205 on the 12th floor overlooking the Lady Bird Lake. It's beautiful. I moved here August of '08. A friend of mine lived here, and I came to look at his apartment, went downstairs, filled out the application. I've never been one to sit idle. I'm always on the go. I worked in the gift shop. I worked in the pantry. I've done it all, and I help people a lot. Old people like me. I feel like someone needs to represent the people here, and that's what I try to do. And being on the board, I keep my eye on what's going on.
I was in a homeless place for veterans here in Austin, and somebody told me about this place and asked me if I would want to perhaps live here. I came to Austin from Bogota. In the 90s, I was there half of the time and half of the time here in Texas. When I was in Bogota, I was painting a lot, and I had plenty of space to put my paintings. The mere fact of waking up and seeing what your work is and continue doing it without having to comb your hair, brush your teeth, or do anything, but just start working, to me is just great. It's just great. The state is helping me because my Social Security is not very big, which is fantastic. So it's a great blessing. And now to live near the river, for 12 years I've been riding my bike on the same course of the trail. And it's just so fantastic. I recognize that there are many human beings around the world that just don't have the opportunities that we have here. Or simply the opportunities. So I'm extremely happy.
We've been here 5 or 6 years. We came here We were living with my sister. So one day I just went looking for an apartment. She says, well, got an apartment, but it won't be clean and ready until the end of the month. So I said, okay, I'll take it. I didn't even see it. I had to ask her first, well, is it upstairs, downstairs? She says, it's upstairs, second floor. I said, okay, maybe I can make that. I have a thing about height. So maybe I can make it up and down the stairway, because I didn't know they had an elevator here. When I saw the elevator, oh my God, this is heaven. And we've been very, very happy here.
I have lived here many, many years. I started in 1995. That's 22 years. I had my husband, and we were looking around, and here and there and everywhere. When we stepped here, when we saw the inside, he says, I like it here. So that's why we stayed here, because he did like it and I did too. He passed away like a month ago, but we stayed. He was very happy. He wanted to come back, but he was just kind of very sick until he passed away. So he was very lucky in a way to have this place, because he did love it.
Well, I was living at an apartment in Del Valle. When an opening came up, I moved into RBJ. Everyone was compatible. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed meeting them and I enjoyed living here. I applied and was accepted to work on security here in the building, and then later also to work on maintenance. And so I got a little extra income besides my Social Security, and that really helped me a lot. I participate in some of the stuff that's going on. I buy stuff from the gift shop. I play bingo and take nickels and dimes from some of the little old ladies that they're there. And, and they take my money more often than I take their money. There's a birthday celebration each month, and the holidays are celebrated. And when it is, I look forward to it, because yesterday we had a Thanksgiving dinner, and it was catered by one of the local restaurateurs. It's delicious. And everybody, gosh, we had a bunch of people.
I've been here for 7 years, and the thing that struck me when I very first started, I still struggle with today. And that is why our residents are financially insecure. Our residents who are not disabled have worked all of their lives, and if they stayed married, their spouses worked as well. They were cabinet makers, cooks, retail store managers. They had reasonably good jobs. I've come to understand that a number of factors contribute to financial security in old age. One is that people are living longer. Another is the skyrocketing cost of housing, especially here in Austin. Another is health care. If a family has one or more members with a serious health care problem, that can drive them into poverty. Another significant reason that seniors are struggling financially is that for the last 40 years, wages have not kept up with inflation. Often it simply isn't possible to save enough money to get through the senior years. Our residents worked hard, fought for their country, participated in their communities. They've earned a right to age with dignity.
The building, like many of our residents, is old, and it needs to be completely renovated. The problem that we have is that we have all these wonderful people in the building, and we can't renovate it with them in the building. And we really can't move these people. They don't move, and they have some of the lowest rents in the community. Our board, working with the city and lots of other community leaders, has generated a plan to develop an additional 250 units or so of low-income housing. We would then move our residents into the new stage and renovate the old. And we would then have twice as much affordable housing for seniors in our community as we do now.
There needs to be more places like RBJ. There's not enough places for the people that are moving into Austin. And to me, RBJ is one of the best in Austin.
I think it's all going to be good. And I think it's needed because we can't take applications now. We have more people wanting to apply to live here for affordable housing, and we don't have any space. We haven't taken applications for a while. I know that it'll do good for Austin and for people like me who would not necessarily be homeless, but be in different straits if it weren't for affordable housing like RBJ.
It's a wonderful place. Everybody takes care of you. You are very safe. You are always, I'm not afraid to be by myself.
Well, I've told several people about this place. Yes, it's an old building. We are a family here. It's just a nice place. Very comfortable. It's home.
Lots of hard things happen in old age. Your loved ones die, your body might start failing. Home provides a richness that makes life worth living. In old age, home is everything.
This is a very important project, both for the people who live in RBJ now and for those who will come after. We need help from our community in order to complete this project, and we've been working on it for 10 years. And we hope that you will help us complete this project. Thank you.